What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kinetic615 back for another episode. We are on the road. We just had our season home finale, senior night, where we got a huge win over our little brother, Michigan State. And now we go on the road to finish out the season for the last 2 weeks. First, we make a stop in East Rutherford, New Jersey at the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. So make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, turn on the notifications so you get the notification every time I go live. This is a slow sim dynasty. It's like the slow sim online leagues where the focus is on scheme, team building, player development, talent development, coaching development, and then you let the game play and see what good you did at building the team. Oh wait, hold on, it's just a second, guys. Hold on, 1 second. Sorry, guys, I had to take care of something. I had to send a message that I couldn't have on screen. Sorry about that. Anyways, but it's all about team building. We build the team, let it play out, and see how it goes. So just to recap for the people that are tuning in for the first time, we are in year 2, 2026, week 12. We are 8-2. Let's recap our schedule. So we had a good start to the year with a blowout win against Western Michigan, a win at home against Oklahoma, and then a huge win over UTEP. Coming out of the bye week, we had an epic second half collapse against Indiana. It looked like we were going to bounce back from that strong, coming out the gate, getting wins over Iowa, Penn State, and then Oregon on the road. However, following that huge win at Oregon, we came out flat the next week on the road at Minnesota and lost 38-21 to the Golden Gophers. So now with 2 losses and our playoff hopes are holding on by a thread, we then turn around and go to double overtime at home against UCLA, but we do pull out the win. Then we go against Michigan State, little brother, and win big with a 45-6 game. Now we're going on the road to Rutgers, and then we'll, of course, finish the season at Ohio State. The coaching staff: to replace Sharon Diddy Moore, we have brought back Connor Stallions to be the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines. We brought in former Minnesota Golden Gophers head coach as our offensive coordinator, PJ Fleck. And then for defensive coordinator, we brought in Connor Walker, the former defensive coordinator for Auburn. Just a quick look at our depth chart. Again, this is year 2, so we did have our first year including transfer portal. We had so our quarterbacks are Bryce Underwood, Jaron Kiawe Sagapola-Tele, CJ Carr. Running back, Jordan Marshall, Hollywood Smothers, Micah Kaapana, and John Volker. John Volker is also our fullback. Wide receiver, Andrew Marsh. Transfer, Nick McMillan, Imarian Stewart, Samaj Morgan, Kendrick Bell, and Fred Moore. Tight end, transfer, Dorian Fleming. Converted tight end from receiver, Jamar Browder and Brady Prescorn. At left tackle, we've got Blake Frazier and Andrew Babalola. Left guard, Ty Haywood and Brady Norton. Center, Evan Link, Luke Hamilton. Right guard, Nathan Afobe, Avery Gash. Right tackle, Andrew Sprague and Jake Guarnera. Also Caden Strayhorn at center. On the defensive line, we've got transfer Marquise Lightfoot at left edge with Devin Baxter and Nate Marshall. On the right side, we've got Samuel Okunlola, who transferred in, along with Lugardetic Paye. Interior, we moved some of the guys from the edge to the interior this year. So we've got Trey Pierce, Eno Etta, Cam Brandt, Ted Hammond, and Dom Nichols. Sam linebacker, we moved Brandon Hillman from safety down to linebacker, along with Chase Taylor at Sam. Mike linebacker, we brought in transfer Kyle Lewis from Pitt, along with Troy Bowles and Jacob Oden. At will linebacker, Cole Sullivan and Nathaniel Wusu Boateng. Cornerback, returning cornerback room with Jair Hill, Josiah Edmonds, Shamari Earls, Jaden Sanders, Mason Curtis, and Tevis Metcalf. Free safeties, Jalen McClain, Xander Grant. Strong safeties, Keon Sabb, TJ Metcalf, and Jordan Young. So obviously Keon Sabb and Jalen McClain transferred in. And then we replaced Dominic Zavada, who was graduating, with a true freshman kicker, Otis Beck, who's been pretty money this year. In fact, let's look at his stats real quick. So on the season, he has only missed one field goal. He's been 13 of 14 from the field with a long of 54, and he's been perfect on extra points, 52 of 52. So with 66 total kicks between extra points and field goal kicks all season, he's only missed one, and that's as a true freshman. So he's been a pretty money kicker. All right, let's jump into the recruiting board. Quick recap of our recruiting class so far this season. 5-star, he's a wide receiver, but he'll probably play running back for us. Terrell Carrion. 4-star safety, Reggie Gideon. 4-star edge rusher, Paul Hicks. 4-star cornerback, Tommy Mitrione. 4-star linebacker, Ezekiel Burns. 5-star athlete, Larry Mock. 5-star offensive lineman, Juan Burfict. 5-star offensive lineman, Jose Shields. 4-star defensive tackle, Romeo Sauer. 5-star linebacker, Colin Callaway. 4-star cornerback, Isaiah Howtow. 4-star edge, Sam Mangold. Then this week we got commitments from 3 new commitments. We got a commitment from our gem of a punter, Caleb Berryman, committed to Michigan over Syracuse. We got a commitment from 4-star linebacker Chuck Sampson out of Newark, New Jersey, 6'2", 231, ranked number 85 among all prospects nationally, and number 7 overall at the position of will linebacker, committed to Michigan over his offer from Notre Dame, foregoing his visit this week with Notre Dame to commit to Michigan. Then we got a commitment from 4-star athlete Oscar Cashman out of Detroit, Michigan, 6'6", 232 pounds, committed to Michigan over Indiana and Penn State, ranked number 345 nationally among all prospects, number 13 at his projected position of tight end. And we are currently still unopposed on Trent Semple. We have the right pitch. We're just going to let that ride. We are currently in second place on Kentrell Benedict. Texas is pushing hard. There's just no reason for us to bail on him. If we can carry this to the transfer portal, maybe Texas drops out, but if not, it is what it is. Not really anything else we can do there. Courtney Howden, we're unopposed on the pursuit of Courtney Howden. He has cut to top 5 though now, so we can start doing soft sells. We know pro potential, and since we know pro potential and we can see what it's not, we actually know that his pitch is going to be gym rat. So we'll hard sell that. Desmond Stoner, we're in second place behind Nebraska, trying to keep pace with them. Again, this one we're just trying to get to the off season and see if we can, if Nebraska drops out of this race. Sean Lemur, we've moved up to second place. We've jumped Illinois and Ole Miss, and now just a slightly trailing behind Maryland following our visit, our on-campus visit with him last week. We'll hopefully continue to make up ground there. Duke Carden, we're unopposed. John Brown, unopposed. And Jabari Armour, we're still trying to break into his top 10. Alright, let's jump into the game. Again, this is a slow sim dynasty. We are not playing the game. We are letting the players play. We are going to go with our white and blue uni combo. Let's jump into it.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey. SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Here we go.
And the Scarlet Knights,
I normally do commentary here, guys, but I actually need to charge my headset, so I'm going to mute my mic and just let the game play out with the gameplay commentary. I may jump in before the game's over to join in on the commentary, but either way, I'm going to be watching it with y'all, so just enjoy it, and I'll talk to you at the end of the game, if not before.
Guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll take it himself. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Scarlet Knights offense will get the ball for the first time. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Hart. It's complete to the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's dumped. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it again. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now they'll run the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Punt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Benjamin. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know, makes the grab inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
To throw, it's Hart. That's caught. It's Benjamin. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to South Alabama. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Stewart. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Lets it go to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
To the air, it's Hart. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Priestcourt. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the move, he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him this time. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnston. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the pressure. And that ball's free behind the line. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Here's the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Leaves it with the running back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Made a defender miss. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Gain of 12. And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking for space, it's Marshall.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And first down for the offense.
Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Duff. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looking to throw. It's Hart. Oh, they're after him. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Punch it out of the air. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Benjamin. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Now adjusting. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Scarlet Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Using his legs, it's Benjamin. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hart. Looking for the score. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rutgers. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback release slung down back at the 43.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the end zone for a safety. He gambled on keeping it on the read option and couldn't find enough running room.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Finding open areas.
The returner brings it out to the 30.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field.
1st and 10.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
The running back carry.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Marshall. There he goes. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Got a little space. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.